Thank you for joining us today for our Lifestyle Matters series, Managing Your Lifestyle. Managing a lifestyle is all about making smart choices. Each life decision you make, from your choice of a home to what you drive to how you spend your leisure time, has an impact on your overall financial situation. Today, we'll take a look at how smart strategies can enhance your lifestyle while at the same time potentially freeing up assets to invest for the long term. So let's get started. I want to introduce myself. My name is Jeff Anthony. I'm a financial advisor at our Scottsdale and Tempe locations. I've been with Wild Wealth Management for 3.5 years. Kind of going through our leadership team. So Trevor Wild is our CEO of the company, along with Jackie and Janine are running the company as well. This gives you a look at our investment professional team. So we have offices in Scottsdale, Glendale, Tempe, Sedona, kind of all over the place there. So now that we've had a look at some of the management team, I wanted to get going with our series. As we approach our lifestyle choices, it is useful to take a look at Maslow's famous hierarchy of needs diagram. In his landmark 1943 study, Maslow placed lifestyle choices on an ascending scale of importance, from basic needs to peak experiences that brings emotional satisfaction. Approaching our lifestyle choices in this way can help us separate our needs from our wants. After basic needs of food and water comes to the category of shelter. Our home represents one of the basic needs, and the type of home we may choose also potentially fills the need for higher up on the pyramid, such as self-actualization. If you own a home, making good choices with your mortgage is critical. One of the first considerations is whether to take a 15 or a 30-year mortgage. A 15-year mortgage is structured to pay off your loan quicker, but the payments are likely to be higher. A 15-year mortgage also means you'll pay less in interest over the life of the loan. If you can afford higher payments, it may be worth considering. You may also have a choice between a fixed or a variable rate interest rate loan. If you select a fixed rate mortgage, you lock in a specific interest rate for the life of the loan. If you select a variable rate mortgage, the interest rate may fluctuate based on a financial index. As the index adjusts higher or lower, your monthly payment may change. So which mortgage is going to make the most financial sense for you? Largely, the answer is going to depend on your individual situation. Some people want to aggressively pay down their loan, so a 15-year mortgage may make the most sense. Some people prefer to lock in a mortgage payment, so a fixed rate loan is a more appropriate approach. Our firm suggests you consider understanding the pros and cons of all mortgages before you evaluate which one is going to be best for you. Just for fun, let's take a look at the highest price home listed on Zillow today. This home is located on Bel Air Road in Los Angeles, California. It hit the market in 2018 for $188 million. But what is the real cost of the home to own? We'll use this extreme example to illustrate the real cost of home ownership. Let's start with the mortgage. Let's say that you put 20% down on a $188 million loan with a hypothetical 4.75% interest rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage. The payments would be $785,000 per month, or $9.4 million per year. That's roughly 154 times the national median income. That would result in a $132 million going forward interest over the duration of the mortgage. If we estimate another hypothetical 1.25% of the price of the home for taxes and another 1% for insurance and upkeep, we estimate that the house will cost more than $13 million per year to own and maintain. A $9.4 million monthly mortgage and $13 million in annual costs are outrageous, but the principle remains the same. Every asset has the opportunity cost and what the money would have earned elsewhere. The home is not a significant asset. It represents a significant part of our lifestyle. Where and how we live is meaningful on many different levels. Our homes are reflections of who we are. And so the decision on how much we want or need may vary in each situation, not strictly on a financial decision. However, the financial component of the decision should be considered thoughtfully. For example, the The cost of maintaining a large home might be put towards that better fit your desired lifestyle, such as travel and hobbies. Other may find a large home that still meets their needs. The days when we could expect our homes to steadily increase in value may be behind us, so a decision about housing has grown to be more complicated. Let's follow a couple through their lifestyle choices of home ownership. In this study, Ron and Casey own a $500,000 house. They're both turning 55, and since their children are no longer living at home, they've decided to downsize their home. Since the equity in their house is $300,000, they've decided to pay cash for the new home. No more mortgage payments. Here's one of the keys to their decision. They've decided to put an extra $50,000 into an investment, which they anticipate may earn a hypothetical rate of return of 6%. In addition, each month, Ron and Cindy to invest the money they save on the mortgage payment, $1,604 per month in the same investment, taking advantage of dollar cost averaging. If the investment has a hypothetical 6% average annual rate of return, after 20 years of their balance could be expected to grow more than to $900,000. Keep in mind that dollar cost averaging does not protect against the loss in a declining market or guarantee a profit in a rising market. Dollar cost averaging is a process of investing a fixed amount of money in an investment vehicle at regular intervals, usually monthly, for an extended period of time, regardless of the price. Investors should evaluate their financial ability to continue making purchases through periods of declining or rising prices. The next category of consideration in lifestyle choices is luxury items and leisure activities. In other words, what you buy and what you do. The line between necessity and luxury has shifted. We tend to categorize as necessity many things that our parents either heard or lived without. Certainly, the list of necessities versus leisures may be different for each person, but it is important to remember that each luxury item we buy or leisure activity we pursue has two costs: the actual cost in dollars and the opportunity cost, what the money may have made elsewhere. Let's examine one item many people dream of owning: the luxury car. Since we're aiming high, let's buy a Ferrari. A Ferrari California has 553 horsepower and has a published top speed of 196 miles per hour. It costs about $200,000, but that's not the entire story. If we estimate taxes, insurance, and maintenance at a hypothetical 20% of the purchase price, keeping the Ferrari on the road may cost another $40,000 per year. A new Porsche 911 Carrera S only has 400 horsepower and has a published top speed of 188 miles per hour. The Porsche costs about $100,000. Using the same hypothetical 20% figure as before, the Porsche may cost $20,000 a year in taxes, insurance, and maintenance. Say we were to invest the difference in the purchase price, $100,000, in an investment with a hypothetical 6% annualized rate of return. In addition, we invested the $20,000 in maintenance saved each year in the same account. After 5 years, the hypothetical account would be expected to grow nearly $250,000. Luxury items such as sports cars, of which we have always dreamed, may be an important part of your lifestyle. As in any other financial decision, however, luxury cars, sailboats have the opportunity cost, what the money may have earned elsewhere. Let's revisit our case study with Ron and Cindy. They have decided to purchase a BMW and are evaluating whether to purchase a 740i, which has a retail sticker price of $74,000, or a 535i, which has a sticker of $56,000. After running the numbers, they opted for the 535. The difference in purchase price is $18,000. Ron and Cindy decided to invest the $18,000 into an investment which they anticipate may earn a hypothetical 6% rate of return. In addition, for the first 5 years, they have decided to invest money they would have otherwise spent on taxes, fuel, and insurance on the more expensive car into the same investment. If the investment has a hypothetical 6% average annual rate of return, After 5 years, the balance could be expected to grow to $45,599, almost enough to potentially buy another 535i. After 20 years, their account could potentially be worth $109,281. Ron and Cindy understood the opportunity cost of the 740i. All right, so let's dive into the leisure and activity choices. Leisure activities can add meaning and variety to your lifestyle. Some consumers are rethinking their leisure options. However, instead of a luxury hotel room at a resort, many are choosing different options, such as renting a privately owned home or condo. Rather than owning a second home, some prefer to opt for a shared ownership. Money that is saved by making smart leisure decisions can be used for investments. Let's take a look at one of the case studies, couple Ron and Cindy. Cindy and Ron take a 2-week vacation every year. Traditionally, they've stayed at an expensive hotel and just figured the money spent was to enhance their lifestyle. Now, Cindy and Ron have decided to rethink their leisure options to get some experience at a lower cost. They're replacing the $400 per night home with a condo rented through a private owner, saving $200 per night. That amount of savings equals to $2,800 per year. Staying in the condo may also help them prepare a few of their own meals, cutting food expenditures. Watching for deals on flights and using miles has the potential to reduce the cost of airline tickets. Combined, less expensive meals and airline tickets are expected to save roughly $2,000 per year. The difference in a vacation cost is $4,800 a year. Ron and Cindy decided to invest the $4,800 into an investment, which they anticipate to earn a hypothetical 6% rate of return. If Ron and Cindy make the same decision for 20 years with an anticipated savings of $4,800 per year deposited into the same investment account, that account would be expected to have a balance of more than $175,000 at the end of 20 years. Let's take a look at the cumulative effect of these smart lifestyle choices by Cindy and Ron. By downsizing their home and investing their mortgage savings, they could accumulate a potential $905,523 over 20 years. By driving a less expensive version of their dream car and investing the difference, they could accumulate a potential $109,000 over a 20-year period. Finally, making a smart vacation choices, they might save $4,800 per year on their vacations, which would accumulate to a savings of $176,000 over 20 years. Smart decisions can add up over time. Our case study couple, Ron and Cindy, have pursued ideas that have potential to save them money year after year. When reviewing investment choices, they have learned about how asset allocation works. Asset allocation is an approach to manage investment risk by diversifying a portfolio among major asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, and cash equivalents. Stocks, bonds, and cash equivalents have the different levels of risk and potential returns. Over any period of time, one asset class may be increasing in value while the other may be falling. Both asset allocation and diversification are approaches that help manage investment risk. They do not guarantee against investment loss. A now classic landmark study showed that up to 91.5% of the performance of an average portfolio is determined on how the assets within that portfolio are allocated between different investment classes. Only 8.5% has to do with the security selection. Effectively managing your lifestyle can lead to an increase in resources as you grow older, while still allowing you the enjoyment of some of those resources now. And you have the satisfaction of knowing that you're a smart lifestyle manager. Here are some questions that arise at different stages of life. Anthony and Selena have a growing family and wonder, will it make more sense to choose a 15 or 30-year mortgage? Dave and Christine are at retirement. They ask, does it make sense to downsize our house now that the children are grown? Rebecca is a single woman with a small business. She wants to know, what lifestyle changes can I make to set aside more money, more for my investment? Isaac likes to do research online. He asks, what is the best place to invest money I'm freeing up? The answers to these and other concerns will vary from each individual situation, can be addressed in a review. And that's where our firm comes in. We specialize in helping people just like you assess their investment strategies as they work to pursue their goals. If you'd really like to take a fresh look at how you are investing for retirement, take advantage of our complimentary consultation and schedule a review with us today. We'd love to help you out. Thank you again for your time. My name is Jeff Anthony, and on behalf of Wild Wealth Management Group and everyone here, we wanted to thank you very much for attending our Lifestyle Matters series. Thank you.